Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна.
Hey guys, philzero here. And what in the world did I stumble into? Deers? I haven't seen this level of fandom in a minute, and it was so cool that the people who gave me this Dimash flyer ended up finding my first video on him. And I just love it so much. I didn't know this kind of dedication still existed in music. Like, spending your own time and money to print these out just to share music you love with strangers, and for nothing in return. That's a beautiful thing. So before we get into the video, I just want to give a shout out to Joy, Christina, and Helen for doing what you guys do. I think the world needs more of this, and a lot of people might not get it, and that's cool, but it's not about the people who don't get it, it's about the people who do. So normally I do a merch giveaway draw with every video that I post, but this time I'm gonna tip the scales. So Joy, Christina, and Helen, shoot me a message on Instagram, and I want to send you guys some merch, if you want. And if anyone else wants in on these draws, follow me on Instagram and DM me phil0sucks, and you'll be entered in for the rest of the year. So I really enjoyed SOS, my first kind of introduction to Dimash, and it was so cool seeing some of the vocal tricks he used, because I was trained in a vocal technique called speech level singing, which is derived from bel canto, which is what Dimash is trained under. But after about 8 years or so of studying that, I went off and did my own thing in bands and studios and choirs and cruise ships. But seeing a singer like Dimash, who stuck with classical technique for such a long time, and then translating that into like a more modern sound, that's really something special. So going through some of your comments, Sinful Passion came up a lot, and I thought, why not? Let's go with this one. I also got some conflicting responses about his name. Some of you said it's Dimash, and some of you said it's Dimash. Dimash. Okay, let's get it.
Казахстан всегда гордился и гордится своими талантами. Сейчас на сцену выйдет представитель уже нового поколения казахстанских звезд. Парень раньше нас, друзья, с вами понял, где больше зрителей, поехал в Китай. И, между прочим, там, внимание, победил в проекте «Голос». В Китае человек из Казахстана победил с хитом А-студио «Грешная любовь». Впервые на новой волне. Прорыв года. Димаш Qudaibergenов.
С песней «Грешная Стrast».
He won The Voice in China. I mean, as he should. Who the heck can top his vocals?
Ты явилась нежданно, как из лунного сна. О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна, только ты одна. Ливни долгие лили, были ночи без сна, но в стуже сердце озарило, как весна. Только ты одна. Дай мне долгим огнем пылать в Ангре и в ненастье. Дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти. Ночь замкнула ресницы, и вокруг тишина. Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна, только ты одна.
You what? Hang on. Okay. Hang on. I see what you're doing. I need to nerd out on this. So in my last Dimash video, I told you guys the kind of inside joke between singers, which is falsetto is for the weak, which isn't necessarily true. It's just something singers like to say to tease each other, like, oh yeah, you had to falsetto that, eh? Couldn't hit the note like a real singer? So Dimash is using a lot of falsetto here, but there's a difference between using it because you have to, in order to hit a note, versus using it with intention for effect. And I think it's needless to say that Dimash, of course, purposely chooses to use it for that breathy texture. But there's a very sneaky flex he's doing here. Check this out.
И вокруг тишина, забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна только ты одна.
So that kind of inconspicuous line right there, I know what you're doing, Dimashi boy. I see you. So this line I want to point out because this is a lot harder to sing than it sounds. Like, the line sounds really innocent and unobtrusive, but this is a major vocal flex, and it's not like the big, obvious, in-your-face flexes he does with like the big belts and all that, but this line is a flex for the vocal nerds out there. It's like a if you know kind of thing. Okay, one more time, see if you notice anything.
Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна только ты одна.
Of course it is. Okay, I see you. So that line for sure, Dimash practiced that line very meticulously, like syllable by syllable. So what he's doing, he's jumping back and forth between a mixed falsetto note and a chest voice note, but on every other syllable, which is, why would you do this to yourself? And this exact pattern, this is actually an exercise that you do in vocal training, like jumping back and forth right over your vocal bridge like that. But it's one of those exercises that no one likes to do because it's so frustratingly difficult, but he's Dimash, man.
Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна.
So I was never able to do this very well, but here I'll embarrass myself so you can see how hard it is. Da, da. But he doesn't mix that note, he falsettos it. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. See what I mean by frustrating? And you hear how fast he does it?
Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна только ты одна.
This is some elite level vocal gymnastics. This isn't something that you can just power through with brute force. This is like extremely meticulous and elegant fine-tuning and attention to detail. And this may sound a bit dramatic, but it's almost like he's dancing on the notes with his voice. Like he lightly taps the falsetto note, and then he steps back heavier on the chest note. And then he's going tap, step, tap, step, tap. One more time. I know I played this a million times already, but I don't care.
Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна только ты одна.
Da, 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 da. And you can try it at home, but the notes will just be different for everyone depending on what your voice type is. So Dimash is a tenor, well, a natural tenor, so that C and D that he's jumping back and forth on, that's right about exactly where his first bridge is. And if you're a bass, baritone, mezzo, alto, soprano, those notes will be different for you. Okay, let's move on.
И вокруг тишина. Забыты звуки, руки, лица. Не нужна только одним огнем пылать в огне и в бедности. Дай мне ночью и днем сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
Whew. Whew. Was that one breath? Oh. Get your flowers, my man. Jeez.
Спасибо!
Видел бы эту картину Басков сейчас. Боюсь, у Коли был бы сердечный приступ. Димаш Qudaibergenов, аплодисменты!
Спасибо большое. С вашего позволения, я бы хотел бы сказать пару слов и выразить огромную благодарность группе «Астудия» и Байгали аға, сізге үлкен рахмет за то, что вдохновляете нашу молодежь и за то, что воспитываете правильное музыкальное направление. Счастья вам! Приезжайте в Казахстан, мы вас любим очень!
What a great dude.
Димаш Qudaibergenов.
Аплодисменты.
Я сейчас не могу с собой унести. Спасибо!
На сцену приглашаются профессиональные сочинские носильщики, чтобы унести цветы Димаша Qudaibergenова.
What a great guy, just giving props to the band and sharing the love. Is giving flowers to the performer a thing in that part of the world? We need to do that here. So, another insane performance by Dimash. He's doing a lot of vocal tricks I want to listen to again. Cool if I nerd out some more? See, one of the hard things about doing reaction and analysis together is when I catch something in a song that I want to point out, I always try and wait for like a natural song break to pause the video so I don't interrupt anything. But whenever the song isn't in standard structure, I don't know where the breaks are and I end up forgetting. Okay, before we get to that crazy belt that he does, we were talking about vocal exercises earlier, And this kind of choppy sound that he does, that's also a vocal exercise. Some people call it the lawnmower exercise or the helicopter exercise. And I know it sounds funny, but the goal of that is to control that pulsing frequency on different notes. No one ever said vocal exercises would be sexy. It's cool that he used it in a song, though. I don't think I've ever heard that done before. The only other one I can think of is, remember that dude in the alien suit that did the... Was that it? No, he did the... Right? So those are actually exercises as well. I think Spencer has a video that I can cut in. Spencer Welch was one of my old vocal coaches. Okay, so let's listen to this impossible run that he does in one breath again. I feel like I'm out of breath just from listening to that. I feel like I have to catch my breath. That was all one breath, right? I think that last part was actually connected as well. Like, I think he was just holding a really low note, maybe? Takes a breath there, but still, Jesus. I'm not even gonna try to pretend that I can even say anything about this. I don't think I'm qualified to add anything to that. The only thing I'll say, and I talked about this more in depth in my first video on Dimash, is how you know a singer is highly, highly trained in classical technique is when they're singing all these big, crazy notes, but they're not straining their neck or their jaw, like, at all. You hear that note? But look at his neck here. He's not overworking for it. So this shows he's in full control. He's got his breath right. He's got his connection right. He doesn't need to try and reach for the note, right? Like, he's already got it in the bag. The note's just right there for him. So next time you see a singer tensing, listen closely. They're probably missing the note. Okay, so he is tensing a little bit here. You can see it in his neck. I mean, I imagine it's just to give his resonance a little extra push to get up into that ungodly register in his head voice, but I can't comment on if that's the right way to do it or not. I don't think anyone has the right to say if that's good or bad technique. I'm just kind of guessing that's why he's pushing a bit. Like, he's not pushing to reach a note. He's just giving his resonance a little boost to get into that register. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. I could be completely off. This is way beyond my skill level. Wait, does he go higher after the push? He does, right? There's the push. Yeah, so once he's gotten up there, he's relaxed again. Like, you see this part? Well, the part in front's just from opening his mouth, but he's not muscling or grabbing onto the note. Like, that little extra push was just to get his resonance into that register. And once he's in there, he's chillin'. And again, I could be completely wrong. Like, this is all just a semi-educated guess. Like, I can't do this, so I can't say for sure if that's what he's doing. But if anyone tries to tell you that this is bad technique, tell them to sit down. Unless they can do it too, which they can't. Okay. So I mentioned in my last video that Adam Lambert can also get into that exclusive VIP members only register where very few can. And whenever I talk about another artist like this, some people always get so pissy and defensive. Like, as a vocal nerd myself, I'm only talking about that vocal register in that specific context. Like, that's it. Sam Smith can also get in there.
I'm covered by you like a kid. When your words speed up, then I go la la la.
But is Sam as vocally strong as Dimash? No, I don't even think he's as strong as Adam, but he can still get in there. And I'm not saying Adam has Dimash's range, I'm not even saying they're in the same league. All I'm saying is they can both get into that unique register, which is very rare, like, especially in contemporary music. Do I think Dimash is technically stronger? Of course, I don't think anyone can dispute that. I think even Adam would agree on that, but that's not what I was talking about. They're different singers, completely different styles of music. I was just pointing out that they're both bel canto trained, so fundamentally there will be some commonalities in their techniques. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And that they're both in that special head voice club. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. Cool. Can we be friends again? Oh, you guys should have seen when I compared the techniques between the Love Bite singer and Ariana Grande. Ooh. And I think most people get what I'm trying to say, but some people, you think I just insulted their mom or something. So that was Sinful Passion. Greshnaya Strast. Another Dimash banger. I'm getting Dimashed, as some of you said. Dimashified? One of those, right? Or both. At the same time. Oh, and I learned a few things from you dears commenting on my last video. There's all this Dimash etiquette and unwritten rules that I wasn't aware of. Like, I have to play the entire video and turn on subtitles, and I think I did that right today. And there are also certain performances that I'm not supposed to watch. See, I'm the wrong person to say that to because that makes me want to watch them even more. But I will play by your rules for now. But what I will say about the deers, which was a very pleasant surprise for me on my end, like every time I check out a new artist on my channel, there is always, without fail, there's always some people commenting, stop pausing the video, no one wants to hear you talk, me. If you want to listen to the song, just listen to the song. But I don't think I saw a single one of those comments out of the 1,000-something you guys left. So for that alone, dears, I applaud you for that. I appreciate it. What? You want to come? You want to come in? Come. My dog was poking her head in, but she changed her mind. A lot of the time with these super loyal, devoted fandoms, it's very easy for them to become a bit toxic, and I get it, right? Like, I've been there being super passionate about something, and you just want to defend it at all costs, but in turn, it actually doesn't reflect well on the artist. It's a really weird phenomenon that I've been seeing in some fandoms. Like, just search up toxic fanbase and you'll see all the examples. And yeah, I get that with any group. There's always gonna be some bad apples. Like, that's inevitable, right? But I gotta say, dears, 2 thumbs up. Everyone's been so welcoming and open and mature, and that makes me want to explore the artist even more, right? Like, I'm having a good time, hopefully you're having a good time, and it's great. And then of course there was this whole thing here. And the crazy thing is, I'm not even from California. I'm Canadian, and we just happened to be in LA those few days to see some friends and go to Disneyland and stuff, which makes it an even crazier coincidence. So Joy, Helen, and Christina, thanks again for putting me onto this. And everyone in the comments, say hi to them. So, what do you think? What's the next Dimash song I should check out? There was another one that came up a lot. What was it? I can't remember. I think some of you said it was in Japanese. Or was it Chinese Mandarin? Oh, some of you said he has like a rock-ish song? Which one's that? That sounds interesting. When I heard that, I was like, rock you say? I like rock. Let me know in the comments. So if you like this kind of video, please consider subscribing. It really does help me out. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.